Hello guys, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. My name is Mels and today we're gonna be creating my version of the perfect Natasha Denona eyeshadow palette. I don't have all the palettes she has released, but I have the ones I like the most, so it will be kind of difficult, but I'm also looking forward to have all the shades that I love in one single palette so that I don't constantly have to just get into my drawers and look for the shade I need. So we will be doing some swatches, some brainstorming, some comparisons, and while you're here I would really appreciate it if you could leave a subscribe. It really means the world to me, but without further ado, let's not delay this. Yeah, I look forward to this. These are the palettes I have. I have the Biba, the Love palette, the I Need a Nude, and the Glam palette. As you may notice, the Biba one is a different size. These are smaller. So, since I have some shades that I really like here, I think I will use this palette to put in the shades. Even if they are smaller, I checked, they fit. It's just not really aesthetically pleasing, but you know, you do what you gotta do. The Biba palette, I really enjoyed using this, but I think that the shimmer shades are a bit outdated by now. Since she introduced the I Need a Nude palette, we have a whole new technology. They are much better here. But also there are a lot of warm shades and yellow leaning shades like these ones. These ones in the first row. I will start by taking out all the shades from Biba. I'm using this tool. I used to have needles, but I lost them while moving homes, and yeah, I asked my boyfriend to provide one of his manly instruments. Okay, so this is the Biba palette, all clean, and here are the shades. I lost a few. Here we go. These are so dirty, so they are making a mess on my table. But anyways, this is the Biba palette in its entirety, and you're seeing it reversed. So what I think I will do here is I will choose the shades that I like the most, and I will put them aside. So first of all this row here I don't think is needed. It's very yellow, and even the transition shade like this one is kind of meh. I'm sure I have this in other palettes and I have something that I like more. I also don't want all these cool tones, not necessarily a gray. What I'm looking for though is this shade here, which is the shade Rayon. This is a cream to powder shade, and I love the cream to powder shades by Natasha Denona. There's people who love them and people who hate them. I think they're a pleasure to work with, and I really like this brownish shade. So I will keep Rayon. I will put this back in its place. And I also like this shade. This is always a brown and it's always a cream to powder, but it's more toned down, less brown, a bit more peachy. But again, I really like the formula. This is the shade Pasha, which I recall it's a reddish brown. Yes, which is not swatching great because my finger is wet. Pasha is interesting. I will keep this for now and see if it lasts until the end. And yeah, Buff may also be interesting. It's this one here. Buff I'll keep as well. And And at last, I think I want to have this shade here. This is the shade Tor. It's always a cream to powder. I really have a thing for cream to powders. And it's like blackened brown with some gray. I think this is very nice for cool tones to create depth. So I will have this for now because I plan on having some cool tone shades in the palette. And this on the side. I might want to add a black at some point. I'm not sure, we will see. Let's move on to the Love palette and pick out the shades that I like. So the Love palette is red and pink. This was Valentine's Day release. I really love burgundies, but I also love these reds. So what I'm going to do is pick out the reds that I love the most. The shimmer shades here, I don't love them. There's like a silver. It's a nice silver, but I don't really love using silver. There's this Pure Love shade, like a pink to purple. A pink. Actually, this pink is nice. It seems like it shifts from orange to pink. I'm sure you cannot see that under the light, but it's nice. Maybe I will keep this into consideration because if we have some reds, we might need some shimmers that go well with the red. But first off, let's take out the shades that I like the most. So the first one is Soul, which is a pinkish, like a mauve, purpley matte. Then I like Heart, which is it's a reddish pink, almost like a fuchsia. And then Heartbeat, which is a dark red with some purple in it. These four look very nice together, so I think they would be cute together. Except we don't really have a transition shade for a look in this, so I might want to consider Intense. Let's see if this works. Yeah, so this would be a row of on its own, which I don't love that I have so many reds and they are probably too similar, but for now I'm gonna pick these out. Yeah, Intense, Soul, they look very, very nice all together. And I put them here on the side. Let's see the Glam palette. I really like this shade here, the crease shade. I hate that this doesn't have names. This is a crease shade, is like a stony shade. And I actually also love the transition shade here. It's almost a pale stone shade. What else? I like this outer lid brown, it has a lot of silver reflex. I like this brown here, and very dark. These shades are very sultry. And this brown here. I actually think I will keep these two and then the two shades here because I don't like that. This one is a bit too deep. Actually, I'm gonna avoid these two because I know that in the I Need a Nude there are similar shades. So I will keep these two shimmers. And now comes the art part because I like a lot of shades from the I Need a Nude. So, let's see, this will be a matter of swatching. So, I like Stone and Mesh. Actually, let's see the difference between these two again. Stone and Mesh, or vice versa, I don't really recall. These are very similar. Yeah, this is Stone and this is Mesh, which is similar to the transition shade from the Glam, so that's why I avoided it. I am using them both. As you can see, I've used this palette quite a lot. So I think I'll keep them both. I like Fair because you need like a cream shade. You can't even see it on my hand. I like Muse. I cannot fathom a palette without Muse because look at this. It's so foiled, and if you pick up the tiniest amount, you will have a glimmery, shimmery lid. I also really like Sheen. This is like the Makeup by Mario etherealized formulation. So it's very finely milled, but it gives a nice effect. This is Mia. Actually, this pinkish shade might go well with the shades from the Love palette. So this is interesting. What else do I like? There's Delilah here. Oof, Delilah is stunning. Oh my god, I want them all. I love this palette. Okay, what about Vague? It's like this is some pink, which is nice for the Love palette again. And let's go into some other shimmers. Ella and Filigree. Filigree is nice, but again, a bit too deep maybe. This is Hella, stunning. Ella, I want her. Let me try Filigree again. Yeah, it's the same formula as this one, but it's a bit too deep for what I would use. And the last one I haven't swatched shimmers is Travertine. Oh, this is actually quite soft. I know you cannot see. So which ones do I like? There's also Silhouette. She's a brown. So which ones do I like? I want these 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, damn, 9 shades from the I Need a Nude. Okay, we'll have to tailor this. Let's take them out first. Mia, Mesh, Tender, Stone, Muse, Hella. Between these two, Delilah, actually Travesty and Delilah, I think I prefer Delilah. Yeah, I think I prefer this, so I'm gonna avoid inserted Travertine. And I'm adding Whisper to this because it's an inner corner shade, and I think we have one. It's this shade here. It seems very deep, but actually it works really well as an inner corner for me, and I haven't selected another shade that's similar. So these are from the I Need a Nude. Let's put all the shades that I like together from all the palettes. Love palette, Glam palette, and the Biba palette. So how many shades do we have? We have 21 shades, and we need 15. So 6 shades are gonna have to go. Okay, so let's see if there are some repeats. I want to compare. Oh, actually, I'm missing Thor. Oh, so we have 22 shades. Okay, see, now this is complete. This is beautiful, by the way. Just looking at this, it's so nice. But something will have to go. So just things that stand out to me that I think I want to get rid of. I want to get rid of this Love palette shade, which is the Giving shade. It is a duochrome. It shifts orange and gold, but I wouldn't use this on my lid. I prefer lighter shades, so this will get back into its palette. I still think we have too many pinks here, so I'm gonna have to say goodbye to a few of them. Let's swatch them again. These are the pinks, and I think that this shade, which is Intense, could be replaced by this shade in the I Need a Nude palette, which is a pinkish mauve. It's not the same, but it is pinkish. It is pink. So yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this. It's also a bit too bright for me. I don't know if that was Intense actually, or if it was Soul. Of course I have a white t-shirt when I do this. Okay, so then let's swatch the browns, even though I feel like they are definitely different. This is from Glam. Again, Glam. The Glam shades are so deep That's the thing that I don't, that's why I don't have many, because you need to be in a mood to go for them. You need to want a smoky eyes. These are from the I Need a Nude. Like, between these four, I would choose these two. So I'm gonna get rid of these two. I'm sorry, Glam. I like the Glam palette. It's just that it's too smoky and I'm not in a smoky mood. We still need to get rid of two shades. So in my idea is that these shades work well with this and this. So this would be like a quint, and I quite like this, so I feel like I don't want to touch this row anymore. We can definitely do some editing here. The shimmery shades will have to stay because I see that I have a lot of mattes. What I want to know is, do I want these two shades from Biba? These are the quite warm toned. Maybe I don't want both because they look kind of similar. Yeah, I think I will get rid of the matte one and just leave the cream to powder. So this leaves us with this. We still need one shade to go. This is so hard. Okay, I know we have a lot of transitions here. So one of these two, they look quite similar. Let me swatch them. I still think that we need the fair transition shade, so we need this. We also need the deepening shade. This is a shadow. It's among these two, which look very similar. These two look very similar. So let me swatch them. This has like a gray undertone. And this too, but actually, like, swatch next to the other, this has a bit more pink. I think I prefer this one, so I'm gonna get rid of this one. And these are the final shades. Actually, I was wrong. I need to get rid of another one. Oh no. I'm afraid it will have to be one of the pinks. Oh man. So the transition I can't get rid of. The shimmer I can't get rid of. It has to be one of these. Which one do I sacrifice? I think it's one of these two. One is a red and the other one is a more toned down. So let me swatch these. Where can I swatch them? Like here. I really like the red. But how much am I gonna use this? Yeah, I think I will get rid of this. Also because if I want to use a red, maybe I'll go for the deeper version, which is this one. And yeah, a bit darker, less bright. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of the red. Okay, so these are the finished rows. I need to rearrange them, so give me a second. So here is the finished palette. I know it bothers me as well. Just don't mention it. So this is the first row. Second row has been applied. These are all the rows of the palette. I have to say, I really like what I came up with. I especially like the first two rows. Okay, so this has definitely been a process. I'm sweating, probably because it's hot and not because of what I did. But anyways, this is what I came up with. This is my Natasha Denona custom palette, and I'm actually quite excited. I will put this in my vanity drawer. I used to have the I Need a Nude, but this definitely has all the shades I need and more from that palette. So I'm really happy with this. Of course, the pen size bothers me a bit, but who cares? At the end of the day, the most important thing is that the shades work. So thank you for watching this video, and I hope you will subscribe to see the next ones as well. Let me know in the comments what's your favorite Natasha Denona eyeshadow palette, and I will see you in the next video. Have a good one. Bye!